welcome to my video on how to use Apple Music with your iPod. This is gonna be my first video on my channel, so if you guys could, please comment and talk to me in the comments below. I'm pretty fucking lonely and I want to learn how to do this stuff and just make videos. And please subscribe. That would be awesome if you could. Um, so essentially, if you have an iPod, you know that you need iTunes to add music to your iPod, and unless you have a really old Mac, you're kind of just cooked because you can't use iTunes anymore on a new MacBook. I mean, I do have an old MacBook that has iTunes, but I'd rather just use my own personal MacBook instead of having to dig up the old one every time I want to add a new song onto it. And so I did find this method on how to use Apple Music instead of iTunes on your new MacBook. And so I wanted to show you guys because I could never really find a video explaining this to anybody. I've always tried to find, how to use Apple Music with your iPod on Reddit and on YouTube, and everybody says it's impossible. And they pretty much just tell you to mod your iPod or just download some really shady iTunes like fake iTunes on the internet. And like I've tried that too, and at least I haven't tried the modding. I don't want to mod my iPod. I just want to listen to music on my iPod without modding it. But I've tried the fake iTunes thing, and like the entire process, every 2 seconds, your MacBook will just keep telling you you're gonna get a virus. Stop doing this, and then they tell you like, oh, you gotta deactivate all your security before you do this because your MacBook ain't gonna let you do it. And I don't want to fucking get a virus, or not that I would get a virus, 'cause I doubt it, but like I just don't want to have to go through all that fucking bullshit. I just want to use Apple Music, and nobody has ever been able to show me how until now. I figured it out. And so what you want to do is open up your Apple Music on your MacBook. Get the song that you purchased legally. Wink, wink. I actually did get this song legally. Most of the time, I don't. That's a joke. In case I get in some legal trouble, I acquire all my music legally, 100% legally, totally legally. All right. So you want to open up your playlist. All these playlists are already on my iPod. Um, and all these songs are already on my iPod. As you see, I do have Apple Music. I don't know if you need Apple Music for this to work. If you need the subscription for it to work, I did have it. And so first, if you don't have it, if you don't have the subscription, just try it without paying for it. And then if it doesn't work, then you might have to pay for it. Sorry about that. But yeah, there's also plenty of ways to get Apple Music for free. I'm sure they give you a free trial. I know I got a free like month trial for when I got my new phone. They gave me that. I know if you have a PS5, they give you like 3 months of Apple Music for free if you get Apple Music on your PS5. There's like a bunch of ways you can get it for free. So try it without paying, and then if you have to pay, I'm sorry. So what you want to do is you want to take the song that you got legally, of course, and you want to drag it into the playlist. You will get a message that's gonna pop up, I believe. Just give it a sec right here. It says Cloud Music Library playlist can only contain songs from your Cloud Music library. If you continue, the aux will be removed from the music library and only on this computer, whatever. You're gonna hit remove from cloud. You don't fucking need this shit on cloud. You're gonna listen to your music on your iPod anyway. So you don't just hit remove from cloud. It doesn't really matter. All right, now the song is on here. Now you're gonna want to get your iPod and plug it in. I have a MacBook Air, which, if you don't know, doesn't come with a USB port. So if you have a MacBook Pro, I think it's called, they do have USB ports. But if you have a MacBook Air like myself, I had to buy a 30-pin to micro USB cord on Amazon. I'll put a picture up above right now so you can see what it looks like, and you can buy one yourself. They're pretty cheap. I think it was probably less than $10. I don't remember. I bought it a long time ago. But it's a great cable. I use it to charge my iPod anyway, so it's awesome. Anyway, you're going to plug it into your computer, and then you're going to plug in your iPod now to your computer. And it will come up here on your computer right here, iPod, and it'll also show up right here on your MacBook, as you can see. I'm sorry, on Apple Music, it'll show up right here. So now all you have to do is open up your iPod thing right here. Now, if you already have music on your iPod, I will say that you're probably going to want, and you want to just add music to a playlist, you're going to have to remake all your playlists in Apple Music. Unless you already have them all in Apple Music, then you're completely fine. But if your playlists aren't on Apple Music, you're just going to have to remake them if you want to add songs to your playlist. Because you're going to have to add, you get what I'm saying. If you don't understand what I'm saying, I'm sorry, but you get what I'm saying. So yeah, you're going to want to check this box right here, manually manage music. Turn this one off if it's on, turn this one off if it's on, and then turn this one on. Now go to music. And listen, do not hit sync. It's going to say sync right here in the corner. I don't think you can see all of it, but it says sync. Don't hit sync. What sync will do is it will only add the one song that I just put in here, and it'll erase my entire fucking iPod, and I'll lose all the playlists. I mean, I could get them back easily, but it's just like, don't do that. Just don't hit sync at all. We're not gonna hit sync. Sync only works if you have iTunes, and if you're using iTunes. Um, just don't hit sync. And if you don't have any music on your iPod, still just don't hit sync. All right, it's just don't hit sync, please. All right, now we're gonna close this out, and we're gonna close this out. Now you're gonna take the playlist that you just edited or just made, whatever it is, and you're gonna drag it up here to your iPod. Now, that's pretty much it. Now, hold up. Okay, sorry. Okay, so now if your iPod is completely blank and there is no music on there, or this is a brand new playlist you just added to your iPod, that's it. That's all you had to do. It's now on your iPod. But if you were like, for me, this already exists on my iPod, this playlist. I was just adding a song to the playlist. So that means I have to go back to the to this thing right here, and I'll get this message. A playlist named Aux already exists in this location. Do you want to replace it? I want to replace it. So just hit replace. All right, and now it's updated on my iPod. So this message will only come up if your playlist already exists on your iPod and you're just adding music to it. If you make a new playlist, it won't come up. I've said that already. Sorry, I'm rambling. But yeah, I hope that's clear. I hope my instructions are very clear. And that's pretty much it. Now you've just added music to your iPod with Apple Music, and you don't need iTunes. You don't need to mod your fucking iPod. You can just listen to your music on your iPod peacefully, and then you just hit eject. Remember, always hit eject. Eject is very important. Don't fuck this up. I shouldn't even have to say this. Hit eject. And now that's pretty much it. I will show you guys my iPod. Alright guys, so let me just show you that the song is now on my playlist. If I could get the thing to scroll. Alright. I have so many songs. God, this takes so long. I'm sorry. Fuck. God damn, this is taking long as shit. Don't judge my music taste, alright? Fuck you. Come on. Alright, there we go. As you can see, it's finally right here. Alright guys, so this does work. If you have any questions and you ran into some trouble, please comment down below so I can help you. And if you did manage to do this without paying for Apple Music, please let me know so I don't have to pay for it. I really appreciate it. And if you have any comments about my channel or any suggestions to help me out with my new channel, please let me know. I would love to talk to you guys. I want to make friends and just talk about my hobbies and make a community, hopefully. That's my goal. And so I do plan on making a video about my modded 3DS soon. And so please come back for that. Please subscribe. And yeah, guys, this has been fun, and I can't wait to keep making more videos. And I hope I've been helpful to everyone. So thanks, guys, and have a great day.